The next dish I want to do is the baby bok choy pork meat dish. All you need is the baby bok choy. We're going to have to wash it up really well because you can see some dirt in there. You know, you got to clean it really well. So I have this basket to clean it. Okay, and then of course I already marinated the pork meat or the beef meat with soy sauce. You can check my upper right hand corner on how to do that. It's actually part of the red pepper beef or pork meat dish. Okay, so that's how you do it. It's quite simple. Just dice it up and add some soy sauce. You need the garlic, and then optional you need the onion. That's about it. And of course you need a little bit of salt if you want to add it, make it a bit salty. And that's about it. Let's get started. Okay, now we're going to clean the bok choy really well. This is a Chinese broccoli. It's a bit dirty. I don't know why, for some reason. A lot of dirt in there. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you clean it really well, rinse it. So my trick is to get one of these basket with holes on them where you can drain, a drainer, yes, plastic drainer. And then you have another basket which kind of allow the water to soak in, and you're going to have to just wash it out, okay? Just squeeze it back and forth. Squeeze the water through the drainer and then move it back in and out, okay? I'll show you right now how to do that. So add water. Okay, now you want to break the choy apart like that. Okay, you can throw this part away. You don't really need to. Some people eat this part. It's up to you, but I don't really use it. So I'm gonna put that away, throw that away. And cooking is actually quite easy if you take time to cook, and healthy too. It's actually easy and healthy, and it can save you a lot of money. You don't have to always eat at McDonald's or Burger King, or in fact I would avoid that as much as possible unless you're desperate and you're tight for time. But this cooking only takes you no more than an hour, including preparing for the food. As long as you have all the ingredients, you should be fine. Okay, no more than an hour. I mean, for 2 dishes and a rice, you can cook for the whole family. It cost me less than, I would say, probably around $8 to $10 at most for this 2 dish with rice. Go to a restaurant, it'll cost you $40, right? So that's a 4-time saving. Now, if you buy in bulk, that's gonna save you even more. I mean, if you decided to hunt for these in large quantity, you may save another $3 more. So in other words, these 2 dishes and the rice may only cost you $5 a dinner, right? For the whole family of 4. Which is quite reasonable. For 4 people, $5, $5 to $8 for dinner. And it's healthy too. I'm not saying that it's one of those junk food. This is actually very healthy food. And there we go, healthy meal under $8, $5 to $8 a dinner for a family of 4. That's pretty good. Now, okay, so now let's look at. As you can see, I squeeze the water in and out through the drainer. That will help me clean the vegetable. Now I also want to turn on the water and keep spinning the choy to make sure it's cleaned really well, especially between the grooves of the choy. Okay, you might not want to use baby bok choy. You might want to use a nicer type of vegetable which doesn't require that much cleaning. Okay. If you want to add more flavor to your food, you can add mushroom as well into the dish. Okay, so you can dice up the mushroom and add it to the choy. So you want to do is once you add the meat, you cook the meat, add the mushroom into it. Leave it for about a couple minutes, then add the choy. Right? So that's another way of cooking as well. There's so many ways, but this is the most basic way to make choy and meat type of dish. Okay, and you can see, I see a lot of dirt. See that? There's a lot of dirt in there. Make sure you clean it really well. You don't want dirt in the vegetable when you cook, because when you're eating it, you might taste the dirt. You can feel it gritty, like a sandpaper, right? So make sure you clean that really well. So take your time to clean it. I would do it 3-4 times just to make sure. Right? See, I already see some dirt in some of these. Okay, to make the bok choy or baby bok choy pork meat or beef meat, same thing, you add oil, turn it to high. Okay, just like the other dish that I made, the red pepper pork meat dish. Same thing, you add oil, turn to high. Once it sizzles a little bit, when you get heat up, okay, you want to add the garlic that you dice up. There you go. And wait until it turns light brown. And then after a minute or two, you want to add onion. Now this is optional. I usually add onion to my food because it just it makes the food smells and taste good. And it's really cheap. It's one of those cheap, I guess you can call it vegetables, to the dish. So let's add it in there. There you go. Leave it for a minute or two. Then what we're going to do is add the meat. As you can see, the bok choy, the baby bok choy, is washed, thoroughly washed, quite clean. We're ready to put in the dish soon in the stir fry pan like this one here. Now I have the onion and the garlic. It's frying right now. Okay, so now what I want to do is add the meat, the diced meat with soy sauce in there that I made last time. Okay, so what it is just diced pork meat. You could use beef as well, or even chicken if you like. But pork and beef is easy to cut. Add the soy sauce, leave it for about 10 minutes as the soy sauce soak into it, and that's it. Okay. Now what you want to do now is add a bit of water. Okay, and then stir it a little bit. This time you can turn it up high again, medium high. I think it was on medium. Cover it. Leave it for 10 minutes, just like the other dish that I show you. Okay. We'll wait for 10 minutes. Okay, so you can see it steaming for almost 10 minutes. Let's see if it's ready. The beef or pork meat with garlic and onion. You can see it looks like it's pretty cooked, but just to make sure, I'm going to now continue on to heat it up for another 2 minutes or so. Okay, just cover it up like that and wait another 2 minutes, and then I'm going to add the choy. Okay, so I think we're ready. Okay. Now I'm going to add the choy, with that choy. And then you want to add a bit of salt. Sprinkle some salt onto the choy. Okay, not too much. Like I said, the meat is already been sauteed with soy sauce, so I think you don't need too much salt in the bok choy. Now you want to stir it gently because there's so much choy in here. Now the thing is, you want to put a lot of choy into the frying pan because when you cover it, it will shrink. Okay, it will shrink down, and the dish is actually smaller than it is now. We'll see. Okay, just stir it, bring out the onion and the meat, surround it around the choy like this. Okay, bring it all out, bring it to the top, bring all the meat up like that, all the onion, all the garlic right on top of the surface. Distribute it well so that the choy get all the flavor from the meat, the onion, the garlic. Okay, that's pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to cover it for another 5 minutes. Okay, you don't have to cook the choy too long because they're very thin type of vegetables, so it doesn't require too much heat. You just want to steam it. So there's water, remember there's water already in the choy, the bok choy. So as it heats up, there's already some water in there. It will then, the steam will heat up the choy and will cook it really well. So again, you do not need to cook it more than 10 minutes. I would say 5 to 8 minutes should be enough for the bok choy. Okay, so we'll wait for another 5 minutes. At this point, you want to turn it to medium. Okay, medium, because you don't want to burn the bok choy. Okay, so again, if it's turned to medium, you can leave it even maybe longer, maybe up to 8 minutes. Okay, I think we're ready. It's ready. You can see here. Wow, that looks really good. Awesome bok choy meat dish. Okay, so we're done. Look at that. The bok choy pork meat or beef meat dish. We stir fry it and look delicious. In fact, let's try them. I'm going to turn off the heat now. I'm going to put it into this dish here. You see how nice the bok choy looks? They look quite firm. So that means they cook well. They don't want to overcook it. So it's just right. Like I said, these two dishes, the red pepper pork meat and the bok choy pork meat dish, they're both of them can feed family of 4, with of course the rice that I just cooked as well. But there we go. Looks quite good. Okay, let's give this a try. The bok choy is firm, juicy, with the onion and garlic added in there, and the meat, the pork meat with the soy sauce when it's cooked. The content of it soak into the bok choy, baby bok choy, makes it taste super good.